right now, we are going to start the event. Many of our Taiwanese students are also online, and of course our Japanese professors. Many of our Japanese professors are also online. So thank you very much. Before I start, I would like to introduce the Professor Iwatsuki from Tokyo Tech to say something to the participants. So Professor Iwatsuki, please.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
I can also see you.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. So I'm Iwatsuki, professor of the School of Engineering, Tokyo Institute of Technology, Tokyo Tech. So please excuse my online greeting today. Anyway, thank you very much for taking this two-top capstone design project course. This course was proposed by National Taiwan University of Science and Technology, Taiwan Tech, and started in 2017 with the support of Tokyo Tech. It is a very interesting course in which mixed Japanese and Taiwanese students teams attend lectures related to the project design and prototype mechatronic system that solves the project problem and compete with each other on its performance. As I remember, so the first challenge was the Mars Tower challenge, in which an autonomous robot had to build a tower at a specified location. I got a great impression from the one team that built a tall tower using a gas pressure generated by a chemical reaction. It was very interesting. So in 2018, we had a 3D printer challenge. So in which teams compete to improve the accuracy of the commercial 3D printer by prototyping its parts with the 3D printer itself. In 2019, the project was to design an autonomous bipedal walking robot, putting a cart through the designated route by line tracing, titled AICT Challenge. So then the several schools and colleges of the both universities signed the implementation agreement for student exchange, so which specified this course and allowed several senior students to stay at the other university for 6 months for research. So unfortunately, this course was canceled for 2 years in 2020 and 2021 due to the COVID-19 disaster. Then in last year, we resumed this course, but remotely divided between the Japanese and the Taiwanese students. So, and it was designing hydrogen fuel cell vehicles. So it's my great pleasure that we can hold this course in Taiwan Tech this year, after 4 years. So however, so I also have to apologize you for the extremely small number of Tokyo Tech students who will participate. So probably due to the slow public relations. So I'm sorry. So however, many Tokyo Tech professors will participate in online lectures and design prototyping instruction, providing you with much information together with Taiwan Tech professors. So we hope that you will enjoy the lectures and that you will unite as a team to design and prototype your original mechatronic system that will accomplish this project. So this year's theme is soft robotics. I think this is a great theme especially for both students in the Department of Mechanical Engineering and the Department of Materials Science and Engineering. So, where they can demonstrate their respective ability. So we look forward to seeing your excellent designs and prototypes. So, furthermore, so you are also expected to study at Tokyo Tech for 6 months based on the pre-mentioned agreement. Through the COVID-19 disaster, Tokyo Tech has already welcomed 8 students from Taiwan Tech. So we hope you will follow them. Anyway, please enjoy this wonderful course by the end of this hot August. So finally, so I would like to thank Professor Min-Jae Chen, Dean of the College of Engineering, and Professor Po Chin Lin, Chairman of Global Development Engineering Program, and other professors of Taiwan Tech for their great cooperation in planning and implementing this excellent course. Thank you very much again.
Thank you very much. So Professor Iwazuki, would you like to introduce the participating Japanese professor as well?
Maybe. So I'd like to introduce some Japanese professors who participate this course. At first, Professor Toshiaki Ogizawa. I'm sorry, so he has already left this online meeting. So, okay. And second is Assistant Professor Keiichi Kuboyama. Is he there here? No. So anyway, so Professor Ogizawa and Kuboyama will teach you the characteristics of the polymer. So, and third is Professor Ken Nakajima from Department of Chemical Science and Engineering. So maybe Professor Nakajima is here. Please introduce yourself. So.
Hi, good morning, everyone. I'm Nakajima, and I'm going to talk about something about the rubber materials tomorrow. So see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. The first is Associate Professor Hiraku Sakamoto from Department of Mechanical Engineering. So is he here? No. Okay. So he will teach how to build a team. So. Okay. Next is Professor Hideyuki Tsukagoshi from Department of Systems and Control Engineering. Systems and Control. So is he here? Maybe not. So okay. So he will teach you principles of pneumatic control, characteristics of the air. So and the pneumatic control system. So. And next is Assistant Professor Hiroyuki Nabae. Maybe he is here. So, Professor Nabae, would you please give us your introduction? Not? Okay, so he will also give you information for devices for pneumatic control or several examples. So. Okay, and I'd like to introduce 2 professors, Associate Professor Hiroki Nakanishi, and so Lecturer Satoshi Miura from Department of Mechanical Engineering. So they will visit Taiwan Tech and to support your prototyping or control and demonstration, maybe at the end of this August. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you for your introduction. Now it's my turn to introduce the participating professors in Taiwan Tech. Over here, we do have 2 professors who are in the classroom. So I would like to first introduce Professor Chen Yuxun. She's a Actually, she's a junior of Professor Guo Jingxing. So, Professor Iwazuki, do you know? You still remember Jingxing, right? But do you know Professor Yu Xun? Anyway, I should do this. Okay, so I will let her introduce herself. So, Chen Lao Si, yeah.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Professor Lin. And good morning, everyone. And also good morning to the professors from Tokyo Tech. I'm Chen Yuxun. I'm an assistant professor in Taiwan Tech in the Department of Mechanical Engineering. And okay, over here, that is my some information about me. And I would like to introduce a little bit about my research area that is mainly about mechanism design. So for example, like a motion synthesis, for example, like here, that is if there is a motion, we can observe no matter what the motion is made by human beings or that is generated by a machine. Once we can track the path and also the velocity, the acceleration, like we can track all of the kinematic characteristic, and then we can generate the motion from mechanism design. So for example, like here, you can see that it's one of the example, and it's not only the path generation, that's also the velocity generation. And also we try to repeat all of the motion like this, if that like this kind of motion from the mechanism design. And also we also develop some device. I think that is from Japan. That is a Karakuri. That's a Karakuri mechanism. And we over here we would like to apply the gravity and also the spring force. So we want to save the power from the potential energy from the gravity and the springs. So that is, so we also develop some mechanism designs like that. And it's really it's great to be invited to join the two-top activity to the two-top event. And for the about 2 weeks, I will join the course, and also it's really I'm looking forward to participate in the event and also to see the results that the students will complete. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, Professor Chen. Yeah, thank you for that from the audience. So Professor Chen, she's an expert in mechanism design, and she will be mostly helping on the project development. And another professor who is right now in the classroom is Professor Zhuang. He's our newly hired professor who's an expert in mechatronics and control. I would like to invite Professor Zhuang to introduce himself. So please.
Hi everyone, good morning. I'm Zhuang Jingwei, and that is my English name. I'm totally new here. This is my first year here as a freshman. I just graduated from UC Davis, University of California, Davis, in mechanical engineering in March. So I'm totally new and no experience about as a professor. I also worked in Taida Dianzi within 2 years, and my research is about the DC fan. It's a cooling DC fan used in PC or server to cool the CPU. My research is about robots. Well, it's just like a very tiny tool, right? Toy, or a tiny vehicle here. But actually, we can see it as a robot. But in my research, it's not only control one robot. We control many robots at the same time. So in the afternoon, well, I will give you a small talk about how we control multiple robots with a very simple platform. In my research, well, I have to use several computers Here we don't have Arduinos, but I will show you in the afternoon today how we use Raspberry Pi, Arduinos, and other sensors to control robots, or many robots at the same time. Thank you. It's about my research a little bit. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Zhuang. So we both work in the same society, mechatronics and embedded systems and applications, so-called the MESA. His advisor is Harry Chen from UC Davis. I'm a good friend of Harry, and I'm very happy that Professor Zhuang joined us just this semester. So actually today, I think the introduction he just made was the first official presentation he made in our school, right? Besides your interview, this is the first official presentation or small talk on the stage. Okay, so that we very welcome Professor Zhuang to join Taiwan Tech. The next person is Professor Kobayashi. He is he's also a new professor. However, he has some personal matters to deal with today, so he cannot be here physically. So I will introduce Professor Kobayashi for him. Yes. So he is also a new professor from manufacturing, and he actually is an expert in non-destructive testing or measurements, specifically using ultrasound measurements, and also he's working on elasticity. So in the following days, he will be introducing something related to the mechanics of materials, specifically about polymers. So I believe his lecturing will help us to understand how the soft robot behave, or how to manufacture devices using soft materials. Okay, so since he's not here, so my introduction for him will be short. I will let him to introduce himself more when he physically come to the classroom in the following days. So these are the 4 professors who are involved in the two-top event from the Taiwan side. Now I would like to spend some time to introduce about the program. Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. The TA is helping me to adjust something. Okay, good. Let me see if I can make it full screen. Hold on. Okay. So in this intensive course, today is our first lecture. Following by the first lecture, I will be talking about something related to soft robotics. Professor Zhuang will mention about mechatronics and control for robots. Then our Japanese professors will talk about characteristics of polymers. And also Professor Kobayashi will be talk about the strength of materials, including elasticity and viscoelasticity. Afterward, he will talk about the Japanese professor will be introducing how to control, how to have pneumatic control, and some examples by another Japanese professor. And finally, I will be introducing how to have mechanical design for soft robots. And before we finish the online the lectures, Professor Kobayashi will also mention about how to have the design process and manufacturing for soft robots. Then from the Taiwan side, we will have an industrial trip. So far, I'm still working on the final decision for the industrial trip. But those information will be announced later. On August 18th, Professor Sakamoto will be helping us to talk about team building. So basically, he will share some experience or suggestions about how to work with each other. As you know, in this project, in this summer course, we need to work with others, and we need to build a complicated system that combines many information, many knowledge. You need to know about the material, how to manufacture, how to design, how to control, and overall, the system. How do you integrate the system? So it's even though later on when we build the robot, it's very small. However, inside the robot, it's very complicated. So you need to work with each other. Every person in the team should contribute something. And then Professor Kobayashi will talk more about the details of the project. And afterward, I think the students need to pay attention to this. On August 21st, this is the first time you start to work with your teammate. We will give you some time to have a discussion about your design. Of course, before your discussion, we will introduce many examples to you, but you don't need to follow us. You can have new designs. You can have new ideas. And in the afternoon of August 21st, you are going to give us proposals about your design. Then 22nd, 23rd, and 24th will be the practical training by my students, by the TAs. The training includes CAD design, 3D printing, and also mechatronics and control. Those are the required skills for the prototyping based on our design concept. If you want to try different skills, you can. Then we cannot cover all kinds of technologies or all kinds of skill. If you want to try different things, it's okay. You can, for example, we want to use a 3D printer to have 3D printing to make a mold and then pour polymer into the mold. You don't really need to follow us. You can make your soft robot by a different method. Maybe in your idea, you don't even need to use 3D printing. But if you try different things, we will give you some time to try those skills, okay? So after the practical training guided by the TA, you can see on 28th of August, you are going to give us a progress report. And then in the afternoon, we will have lab time, lab hours. That's the most important time for you to work with each other, okay? So reaching to the end of the program, you will have time to work with each other. You can also practice. Later on, we will show you how the platform looks like. We build a platform with a lot of pipes. So your soft robot needs to walk inside the pipe, okay? And on 30th of August, we're going to have a final demonstration or competition. We want to see which team performs better, okay? And our dean, Professor Ming Zhichen, will be there to watch you guys do your good best job on your final soft robot. So besides this schedule, we also organize some special events. Those special events are for free to the two top students. right after you finish your demonstration, we have a special seminar because I'm organizing an international conference called ARIS. So at the noontime of 30th, we have a special seminar. And we call the seminar Pizza Seminar. It's a seminar where you have international speakers on the stage talking about something and you guys can have pizza in the audience. So it's a very casual seminar style. I recommend all the two top participants to join the conference. And also we have workshop of ARIS and the entire event conference of ARIS in 31st. So all the two top students are free to participate those events. Okay, so that's everything about the scheduling. And I prepare a web page for the course. So this web page has been provided to all the participants today. From here, you can see how for every day we have covering lectures, and we will have some resources for each lecture, and those resources will be provided on the right-hand side of this table. For example, in my talk, today's talk, I already upload the PowerPoint or the PDF version of my presentation. And actually, after my lecture, I will have a very simple homework assignment. I also put the assignment over there. I will give the students 3 days to complete the homework. It's very simple homework. And later on, all the professors will be providing me their lecture resources. Everything will be uploaded on this table. And also we are videotaping every lecture. The lecturing video will also be uploaded on the webpage. Let me talk about how we grade every student. So for the grading, we decided to have 10% of score for attendance. And then we may have some homework assignment. In total, we decided the homework assignment is 20 points. And as I mentioned, you need to do a proposal. That proposal is 10 points. And you need to do a progress report. That's also 10 points. So for the proposal and progress report, basically, you need to come to the stage and present about what you propose and what you have done in these two events. You can use a PowerPoint or you can find your own way to make your presentation. And finally, the most important score is the final project. So many professors will judge your final project together based on the performance and also the details inside your production, okay? And as I mentioned, we have homework. So I prepared a Google form for homework submission. Let me show you how it looks like. If you click the hyperlink, you will see every time when you submit a homework, you need to type in your name, your student ID, and email. Then you either type in the homework. If the homework is asking you to write a report, you can write the report right here. Or you can have some document, for example, Word, PowerPoint, or any other kind of text file. Complete the homework assignment in a document, and then you can upload to here. Okay, so either way is fine, and then submit. So for my homework assignment today, it's a very short report with 500 words. So you can actually type the 500 words here and just click submit. Or you can have the 500 word in a document and upload by this button. Okay, so that's everything about about this course. So may I ask the students in the classroom or online, do you have questions?